Welcome back to the Wednesday Icon Talk. This is yours truly, His Excellency Dakar, and I am the CEO of Dakar Marketing Tools. And I'm alongside here with my wonderful, beautiful, and brilliant co-host, the Chancellor of GODSU, Her Excellency, the Right Honorable Dr. Diane Moore-Eubanks, and she's the Chancellor here at GODSU. She's also the founder of the show, the Wednesday Icon Talk, and tonight she will be interviewing our Dr. Patrick H. Freeman, Chaplain, also known as the Mighty Opa, and he is the CEO of Artesian Development and also the owner of MFL football team, Rochester Chargers. So without any further ado, my co-host, please take it away.
Fantastic, fantastic. And how are you, Dr. Assistant Dean, Dr. Patrick Freeman? How are you today?
I am great. How are you both doing? It is always an honor to be here at Global Oval Day Seminary and University with the honorable ones in front of me, Dr. Diane Eubanks and His Excellency Dakar. Pleasure to be with you again.
Oh, yes, thank you so much, so much. And, you know, we know everything about you and we love you and everything, but we want to make sure that everybody out there in social media, know how great you are, CEO of Artesian Development, mentor of ours with the MFL, and of course, the owner of the Rochester Chargers, the mighty Oba. Yes, you are. Dr. Patrick Freeman is the feature writer for the Buffalo Criterion newspaper. He now offers his 27 years of experience in sports broadcasting to help young broadcasters master the art of delivery and interviewer. And he has the most delightful voice. You'll hear more on that. He's been to Egypt. He's been all over the world doing the great work that he does. And over the last 27 years, Dr. Patrick has covered the Buffalo Bills 20 Super Bowls and NBA college and high school athletics. From 1994 until 2008, he hosted the acclaimed talk show, The Message, in which he interviewed some of the most famous authors and celebrities of the last century, including Dick Gregory, Earl O'Farrill Hutchinson, Andre Reed, Bob McAdoo, and Donald Sly Green. And he has a book coming out, honey, to explain and to go through a lot of these interviews with you. Do not miss this book, The Message. He has also completed a study of temples and pyramids of Egypt under the guidance of Dr. Asa Hilliard, who's also a great mentor of ours. We also teach a course with a book written by Dr. Asa, and was later initiated in the Holy Royal Family. Dr. Patrick has received many awards, including the prestigious Eye on History Award, Black Achievers in Industry, and many more. He's also a life member of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, District Deputy Grand Master Emeritus of the 7th at the Masonic District of the Most Worshipful Prince Hall, Grand Lodge of the State of New York. And in 2006, he was elevated to the 33rd and last degree of Masonry by the United Supreme Council Northern Jurisdiction. He's also a member of the Pro Football Writers Association of America. In addition, Dr. Patrick is an ordained minister in the Universal Life Church and has spoken at numerous churches and programs throughout the country. This great man, as you can see here, was inducted as the owner of the Minor Football League franchise, Rochester Chargers, MFL. And in fact, I have my tickets, honey. That's right. I'm going to share that with you. I don't want to be last because they lock the gates when it playing and it's full. They lock the gates. So I got you a ticket too. Okay. All right. Dr. Patrick also is the founder of Artesian Development LLC, specializing in residential development and rehabs with over 20 rehabs completed, and is now building new housing in South Fulton, Georgia, outside of Atlanta. Dr. Patrick most recently became the owner of the MFL franchise, Rochester Chargers, MFL, woohoo! It says he will also be receiving, he has received an honorary doctorate of humane letters from Global Over Day Seminary and University, as well as he was appointed as an assistant dean over business development for the university, and will be invited as a board advisor for the university based on the great work he's done already. He came in on top of everything. And here are some of the pictures. I see so many pictures of him and Colin Kaepernick that any minute I expect Colin Kaepernick to be over there being one of his coaches or something. He's always there, his beautiful wedding day. You can see him here with Fantasia. I mean, this guy is a superstar. You can see him right here with all the Hollywood celebrities and football players, basketball players, coaches, sportcasters. He's all over the place. JB Smoove, everybody, Olympians. I mean, this man is outstanding. And so without further ado, I bring to you the great, great, great man of God, minister, assistant dean, board advisor for GODSU, Dr. Patrick Freeman.
Thank you. That is the best introduction I've ever heard, and I am humbled by it. We also must say that you have become the first woman in this country to purchase a professional American football team. And that is certainly a great, great honor. And I am so very proud of you. You're a great leader. And what the work that you have done at Global Over Day University and Seminary is just outstanding. And my graduation day was one of the most memorable moments of my life. And I thank you both for that. And that outstanding magazine that I received the other day, both of them shows the tremendous dedication and work that both of you continue to do at the university, and anything I can do to assist you along the way. You know, I am here 24/7. I'm constantly working at something, and I'm always trying to avail myself to the university and all of you, the great, great Eubanks family, great family.
Oh, thank you so much. And you know, you only see the two of us, but believe me, they're like hundreds behind, just lifting us up and just propping us up and getting things straight. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our Vice Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Willis, if I didn't mention our Executive Administrator, Dr. Arlene Spann, our Vice Provost, His Excellency, Reverend Dr. Joseph Hickman, Her Excellency Kyra Eubanks, of course, the great His Excellency you see here, and just so many others who are just constantly working. Dr. Olawale, I can go on, Dr. Ordu, Imam Dr. Saluddin, all of us together, you know, present all we do here and makes us look good. And especially with you coming on, look here, James Brown is supposed to be the hardest working man in showbiz. I think you're the hardest working man, period. Because, I mean, and you have such a heart to give. You're always helping. You've mentored me because you've been doing this for 28 years, you know, in football, and you've taken me under your wings and you've made sure that I am lacked for nothing. And, you know, as you and I know, there are, I think, 12 other women that their husbands just gave them a team, you know, never bought anything, or their daddy died and gave it to them. You know, thank you all for helping me to be the first one who actually bought a franchise here in the US, but I still have a team. I'm still on y'all's shoulders. Y'all still lifting me up. And that's what we do here at GODSU. You know, and just like you're helping me, I want to ask, what is the journey that has led you to the position that you are in today, the great Oba? Explain.
Well, it's just a dedication to humanity. And that begins, like all of, you know, I see with your great family and the things that your children are doing. It begins in the home. It begins with Dr. Willis Eubanks. It begins with the great Chancellor herself. And, you know, the fruit doesn't fall very far from the tree. And I am dedicated to doing what I'm doing based on my upbringing. My father was the first Black MD PhD to graduate from the University of New York at Buffalo. And he passed away in 1993. But he too, like yourself, was an alumnus of Georgetown University, received his PhD in biochemistry, physiology, and endocrinology in 1966. So there's a deep connection with us as family, and we are family, and this is our culture. And we must continue to strive to improve not only ourselves, but extend our personal improvement to all of humanity. That is our work. And that's what I try to do each and every day. And whatever I do, I try to be the best at it. And I've told you from the first time I meet you, first time I met you rather, is that I try not to tell people things that I can't deliver, because your word is your bond. And if there's a time that I need to step away and make sure that I'm concentrating on whatever I'm trying to do the right way, there's a reason for that. And that's what I've tried to do throughout my career. And I thank you all for the praise that you've put upon me and the faith that you've put in me, because I have the same faith in you.
Thank you so much. That's so well said. And you are indeed a man of your word. Anything that you said you're going to do, you do it. But you not just do it; you do it with excellence. You do it with integrity, and that's the power that you bring to the table. I want to ask, what is a limiting belief that you have overcome, and how did you overcome it?
Well, I think my extended faith in humanity, understanding that all of us fall short of the grace of our Creator, but we all have within us that great ability to get things done. And every once in a while, people fall short, and we have to learn to forgive, forget, and move on, but never let yourself be crossed again. You know, that's something that I really had to learn over time. And these are just things you sometimes you have faith in people that let you down, and you just got to keep it moving. So I live by that acronym KIM. I just keep it moving and try to do the best that I can each and every day. Being a Prince Hall Mason, like our good friend Dr. Michael Roberts, he's another 33rd degree. We try to extend ourselves to all people and try to make the best of every situation. But in that, we try to keep a deep faith in humanity no matter what the circumstance. And that was a challenge, to keep that straight and narrow thought process without allowing outside entities to take you off your path that you have set for yourself, and the goals that you have set for yourself.
That's so well said. And with that being said, what's the greatest decision that you've had to make in these past 6 months as we go through this pandemic, and what made it so significant?
Well, with the pandemic taking over a minor football league franchise under the leadership of Dr. Richard D. Miles Sr., who is one of the greatest men that I have ever met on this planet, um, you just had to take the pandemic for what it is, understanding where you were, follow the protocols as given, but also try to do the best that you can each and every day. The way that the university and seminary put on that graduation was touching. I thought I was in the room with everybody there. And those were things that I just had to accept. Normally, when you have under this type of circumstance, you don't accept the challenges of working towards your chaplaincy and receiving a Doctor of Humane Letters. I just decided, hey, let's go for it. Let's do it. And before I knew it, when we were in the midst of our conversations, I had the ability to get this done. And at the same time, I was able to purchase a minor football league team and franchise. And it just all came together. And I was shocked, but I had faith in my ability, but I also had faith in God. that as my guide and strength, knowing that you are my strength, my refuge, and everything that I needed was in the creator of the universe, that I could get this done, along with meeting some great people along the way. It has really been a great journey these last challenging months, which have altered all of our lives.
Indeed, indeed. And you are or Wednesday icon or mogul, which means man of God, unleashing legacy successfully. How do you define what it means to be a mogul? Because you are one.
Well, I think the definition, when you say that in such a way, uh, when people say anything like that and I hear it, I say, well, you just try to work to get better every day. You can't be satisfied with what you achieved yesterday. When you read your resume, all of those things are beautiful, but we got to make more history today. Let's make the Fort Lauderdale 49ers and the Rochester Chargers of the MFL two of the greatest franchises in all the world. Let's take the MFL to Africa and reunite ourselves with the motherland and bring good tidings back to that continent rather than take things away from it. So those are the things that I defined as mogul. And when we have people like Dr. Charles Alawali and all of the people of the MFL, and especially Dr. Richard D. Miles Sr., who I believe is one of the greatest figures in this country, because he makes people understand generational wealth. And that is so important, to leave a legacy for those that are coming behind you and teach morality and goodness to all of those that we serve. So it was only a natural process for the minor football league, under such a great leader, to match up with a great leader from Global Overday Seminary and University. This is a marriage made in heaven. And I think we're going to do great things throughout the world, and in sports and in building people. That's what it's about. And I am so pleased and honored to be a part of both.
This is amazing. So let's say right now, GODSU, we have affiliates in 79 different countries, including all 55 African countries. If someone is listening to the power of your voice right now in those 79 countries throughout the world, tell them, how can they experience the MFL, the Laboratory of Change?
Well, they can go to the website, mflishere.com. That website encompasses the entire league, but you can also go to my website and see what it's like to become an owner. The owner of a franchise has the right to form his own website and link it to the website of the MFL. So that's what I've done. And we're taking it to an additional level. We've digitized our operation, where that you can buy your season tickets on our website. You can register for the dance team. We have a choreographed dance team. And you can also register for the tryouts for our franchise. Everything done right there. So that's how you get in touch with us. Rochester Chargers, MFL.com, or for the league, MFLishere.com, and you will get all the information on all 32 franchises, 16 in the United States, 16 on the continent of Africa, led by, I think, one of the great icons of all history, Dr. Richard D. Miles Sr., who is also an assistant dean at GODSU. So it is just a great family.
Absolutely. And what they can do is they can just go to your website or go to your Facebook and do what I did, which is bought my tickets. That's right. Here are my tickets, guys. Let me see what's here. Here are my tickets. Okay. Here are my tickets. Admit 4. And, you know, this is what we are about here at the MFL. Other places, it's individual tickets. Here we say, bring the whole family.
Bring the family.
This is it, honey. And I'm telling you, I'm going to be there for the home dates, June the 5th, the 19th, July the 3rd. Is this the 3rd?
Yes,
The
July
3rd,
3rd, 17th, and
and
31st.
and the 31st, game time, 7 p.m. Saturday night. Whoop whoop! We are ready.
Oh,
We
yeah.
are so ready for the Chargers. And don't get too excited, because you know what? The Fort Lauderdale 49ers are right on your behinds. We are ready.
I like that.
Ready. We have a
Absolutely.
challenge out there, and it's all done in love. Here at GODSU, we believe in one race,
Human,
one space,
earth,
and one embrace.
love.
And so we embrace you, my brother, and we are so pleased and so happy to have yourself, and to have Dr. Charles Olawale, to have the great, great Dr. Richard Miles, to have Desnet Dr. Jamie Dukes, to have, of course, the great Mel Forbes. We are just so pleased to have each and every one of you here as alum and as leaders, every single one. It's so funny. A leader is a leader wherever you put them. You put them in the cornfields, they're going to be the leader of the cornfields. You put them in the middle of corporate America, like you guys, you're going to rule that too. And here you are, you graduated from GODSU and immediately started out working everybody around you. And that is what we love about you. You bring that strength, you bring that energy, you bring that love, you bring that embrace, and you elevate and promote everyone in your way. And that's why we love you. And we thank God for Dr. Richard Miles, who actually recommended you.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
And
He brought me to GODSU.
Absolutely. And how is your legacy being transformed, being a part of the GODSU board advisory, as well as being a part of our assistant deanship? How has it changed your legacy?
Well, we try to blend everything in. I wrote a dynamic article about you being appointed to the executive board, which was seen here in Western New York. So that's what we try to do. We try to blend the success of GODSU, the success of the Minor Football League, and all that we do, so that people can see this, and you can do the same thing. You can go to GODSU if you are accepted. Now, if you're accepted, there is a stringent process before they open the doors to you. They're not opening the doors to just anybody that comes through those doors, and you have to understand that. And I respect that tremendously. Throughout my interview process, I was honored throughout it. And the questions that were asked of me were humanitarian questions, morality questions, and things that I think changed the culture of people of color around the world. So that's how I think people can see us. And we try to bring what we've done at GODSU Seminary and University into the MFL. And the MFL has become an international arm of peace, love, and tranquility. We're going to bring good tidings throughout the world. And also, there are more that we can share with one another. There's some good things that are coming to the Fort Lauderdale 49ers based on the association that if one is successful by himself, that is no good. All of us must be successful, and that is the power of a league. And I also think it is the power of understanding the morality that is taught to us throughout the Global Oval Day Seminary and University under the leadership of the great, great, great Chancellor, Dr. Diane Willis-Eubanks. You are a great leader. I respect you. And I think that is the good that we can do, to share your vision, to share the vision of Dr. Richard D. Miles Sr., and do that in such a way that people will want to join us with this one aim, one vision, and the tranquility of love and happiness that I think will extend to all of those that see the great generational wealth that we are about to build together.
And that is astounding. We are so grateful to have you. We look at you as a brother. We look at you as a family. We look at you as friend. And we will do everything we can to make sure that everything you touch is blessed and holy and will prosper. And one of the things you've been key in, as I said, is basically just mentoring us with the MFL. And I just want to play something for our audience that you were instrumental in. Let's go.
Experience the MFL. The Minor Football League CEO and founder, Dr. Richard D. Miles Sr., along with the board of directors, would like to take this time to congratulate and welcome the new owner of the Fort Lauderdale 49ers, the Honorable H.E. Dr. Diane Moore-Eubanks. Congratulations and welcome to the MFL, the Minor Football League family. The Minor Football League is preparing for the 2021 football season. The Minor Football League consists of 32 franchise teams, 16 teams in the United States, and 16 teams in Africa. Dr. Diane Moore-Eubanks and her Fort Lauderdale 49ers are getting things in order to compete for the 2021 championship ring. For the World Championship ring. The MFL is a league created for the people by the people. The MFL provides integrity, commitment, and excellence in all we do. Experience the MFL today. Go to www.mflishere.com or www.experiencethemfl.com. The MFL, the laboratory of change. Once again, congratulations to the new owner of the Fort Lauderdale 49ers, Dr. Diane Moore-Eubanks. Experience the MFL. Copyright MFL. No portion of this audio may be reproduced without the written permission from the Minor Football League. This is a Mad Voice production.
Wow, wow. Thank you for your help, for your guidance. We're doing this together. We're so pleased to have you. And this is why you are a mogul. This is why you're an icon, is because the only time you look down on anyone is to extend a hand to pull them up, and that's what you've done. So with that said, congratulations, and I'm going to hand this over to my handsome co-host who dressed me. He does it every week. I don't know, I didn't even know I had these things. He made them happen, so back to you.
Yes, thank you. And also, can you let our guests know how they can contact you?
The best way to contact me is through the website of the Rochester Chargers of the Minor Football League, which is rochesterchargersmfl.com. There you will find all of my contact information. Also, there's a link on the page which will take you right to the MFL website itself. And you can buy your season tickets there, register for our dance team. Also, you can register to try out for the Rochester Chargers at that time. If you want to try out for other teams around the league, just hit the link that will take you over to the MFL is here. And I thank our Chancellor so very much for being one of my first season ticket sales that I had. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You are welcome. And in fact, everyone at GODSU, what we're going to do is we're going to line it up so that as we travel with our booth tour all over the country, that we are at every game that we can possibly be at, so people understand that it's not just about sports. It's about sports, entertainment, your health. It's about your wellness. It's about your financial services, because you're a whole person. And that's what we bring here in terms of the way we affiliate with the MFL, the way we affiliate with people like Dr. Jamie Dukes, and the way that he's dealing with health, entertainment, sports, everything. It's all together, as well as religion. So absolutely. Thank you so much for all you do. Thanks for coming back. We know your schedule is jam-packed. You're one of the busiest men I know, but you're always working with GODSU, always there for the MFL. So thank you so much. And I know His Excellency the Car is going to go straight to his top 20 outstanding global workers, which you've been on every single week. So back to you, co-host.
Yes, thank you. And I want to remind you to like, share, subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get into our outstanding workers of GODSU.
Yes.
We have spokesperson for GODSU, Ambassador His Excellency Dr. Bafor Ajibewa, Chaplain, who is the Ambassador of Ghana to the U.S. And we have helping in being a speaker. We have Ambassador Ericana Chambore Kwa, MD, former AU Ambassador to the United States, in helping with entrepreneurial encouragement. Dean His Excellency Dr. Michael V. Roberts, Chaplain, who is CEO of Roberts Riverwalk Hotel. Also author of Action Has No Season 2.0. and you want to register for the classes coming up
Yes.
shortly.
Yeah, November the 10th, the 10th, 17th, 24th, and December the 1st. It's only $333, and you can go ahead and register by sending Cash App to our corporate cell, which is 301-326-3191, or you can send Zelle to 301-326-3191 and ensure that you're registered. You get a book as well. Thank you.
Yes, indeed. And also we have the following helping with administrative work. Our Vice Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Willis Eubanks, Chaplain, CEO of Global Alliance Technical Services, followed by our Vice Provost, His Excellency Reverend Dr. Joseph Hickman, Chaplain, who is founder of JH Global Consultancy.
Yes, thank you, His Excellency Dakar. It is my great joy to introduce my company. Along with my wife, we manage JH Global Consultancy. We are a veteran-owned business that provides strategic planning. We have over 120 years of cybersecurity and IT application, and so we can definitely handle your IT needs. We have also pivoted during this extraordinary pandemic to include as part of our repertoire the personal protective equipment that we provide for first responders, both here in the United States and around the world. And so by God's grace, as a veteran-owned business, we are delighted to be a part of something extraordinary. We do love God. We are a global leader as JH Global Consultancy, and we are building the beloved community and nurturing wealth for the next generation. And that is why I am always pro GODSU in order to make a difference in the world. And so I thank you for this opportunity. We see ourselves as GODSU, transforming, developing economics, and always giving back, because that's how God would want it. You can reach us at, our website is jhglobalconsultancy.com. My email is jhglobalconsultancy@gmail.com. And our direct number is 201-280-4125. And coming soon, we're going to be allying with a global calling center, so you'll be able to call anywhere in the world. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Okay.
We love you and we appreciate you. Our Vice Provost, His Excellency, Reverend Dr. Joseph Hickman. And Dr. Joseph Hickman has been with us almost 8 years, and he volunteers in the university every single day. He's one of the people who has used his influence to be a foundational brick to build the university where it is. You have to remember that when you're part of an institution, you can be part of the foundation, be a brick on which it's built on, or you can be a brick that's thrown at the university to throw it to, to break it down. So he has used his integrity, he has used his time. He is one of the most eloquent speakers I have ever had the blessing to listen to in my entire life. And he uses that every day to help the university. So we love you and we thank you so much.
Yes.
His Excellency, Dr. Hickman.
Helping with administrative work, Director, Her Excellency Cairo Dr. Eubanks, UNCSR, CLC, CEC Chaplain, and she's CEO of Cairo Speaks, Cairo Writes.
And she's responsible for all the editing for that 320-page magazine. In fact, he did 2 magazines. She's responsible for both.
Yes.
And for those of you who need to know, all of those certifications are global certifications as leadership and as a life coach, as a business consultant. She's helped famous politicians to write their speeches. She does ghost writings. A lot of these books you see going around, people's names on it, she actually wrote it. So you can definitely consult with her.
Yes.
Thank you.
And we have helping with GODSU app development, Miss Black Florida Talented Teen USA, the local Miss Black USA title holder, Sudan Eubanks, who is CEO of Sudan Dolls, CEO of Sudan E-Consultancy. So we have helping with public relations for GODSU, Imam, Assistant Dean Dr. Salahuddin Muhammad Chaplain, who is founder of Muhammad's Marriage and Relationship Services, also known as MARS.
Good afternoon, Your Excellencies. So happy to be here with you today. It's been I'm gonna use the term, it's been a lot going on today, but I'm so happy to be with you again. GODSU, as far as I'm concerned, is on the cutting edge, and we're gonna hear a lot more about it. It's just gonna blow up. I'm serious, because we got some real great people that's a part of it. I'm a part of it. I don't see myself as being great, but I don't see myself as being, down below either. I believe that
you are great.
Yeah.
You are outstanding. You're full of integrity.
Yeah.
We love you.
So I'm with you on that.
You and your wife. Oh my goodness, we love you.
Thank you so much. So we do have a business called Mars, Marriage and Relationship Services. And we offer that to people who are having some trouble in their marriage, or even those people who need premarital counseling. I think a person, before they get married, they shouldn't just jump into it, because there's a lot that they need to know. And to get in touch with me, you just go to imamsalahuddin.com, and my number is 914-475-2605. Again, 914-475-2605. I'm the assistant dean. I am working on some courses, because we really want to have a great Islamic studies program with GODSU like no other. And so we're working on that, and we hope to have that come through at least by December. So we're working on it, and yeah. God willing, it's going to happen. It's going to happen, because I know that the Chancellor, she's going to drive us if we don't drive ourselves, because she knows that it's about doing all you can to be the best that you can be, and then go even further than that. So
yes.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You're teaching a course right now. Tell us about the course you're teaching right now, the Interfaith Chaplaincy.
So the Interfaith Chaplaincy course is a very important course, because again, we have to understand we're not in this world by ourselves. You're not a Christian by yourself. You're not a Muslim by yourself. You're not a Catholic by yourself. We're all here together. And because we're all in here together, we got to learn how to live with each other and respect each other. And you know what happens? When you begin to know the other, you begin to know more about your own self. And when you begin to respect others, that's why I don't like the word toleration, Chancellor. Because when you tolerate something, you could actually hate that thing, but you can't do anything but tolerate it. So I say no, appreciate and respect. That's what it is. Respect the other. You'll find out that we have so much in common. I believe we have more in common than not. So that's what we should highlight. Like we think about it. When I go down the block in the little neighborhood that I live in, I see a lot of Trump signs up, right? And then I see other signs, some not up. It doesn't matter. We all live together. So what is the politics in our neighborhood that's more important than anything national? But what about our neighborhood? Our children go to the same schools, right? Isn't that important?
Yes.
What are we doing here? And I tell you, when I speak to people of other faiths and I make it plain like that, they say, you're right, man. We are suffering from the same things. We're drinking the same water, eating the same food. If they do something to one, they do it to the other. So we all have to work together. And that's why another reason why I love GODSU, because of the principles. Yeah. The principles, the pillars that we have, right?
Absolutely.
Huh? I mean, look, we talking about.
That's right.
We talking about that one
race human.
One race human, one
space, earth.
That's all of us. And one
embrace.
Love.
That's right.
There you go. So that's it. You can't miss with that.
It doesn't matter who's the president or who is not. we have to look at how we treat the people right around us. That's important. So bless you. And we're telling everybody that they need to be able to contact you. So I know you gave us your number, you gave us your email, but give us again, because a lot of people need to let you, and he also helps you virtually. You don't have to go to exactly where he is in the world. He will help you via Zoom, because he's a Zoom expert now. So he can help you via Zoom. He can help you on the phone. He can help you and keep your marriage together, because he's a wonderful, wonderful counselor and a wonderful professor for the last 28 years.
We thank you so much for that. 914-475-2605. That's 914-475-2605. And the email is imamsalahuddin.com. And you can get right to me, and I try to get right back to you. As soon as I hear from you, I try to get right back to you, because I think it's important. And I know if you're getting in touch with me, it's important. And I take everybody's situation is serious to me. So I do the best that I can to help wherever I can.
Amen.
By the grace of God.
By the grace of God. Amen. Amen. Thank you so much, Imam Dr. Salahuddin. And he's also one of our board members. We can call on him whenever there's a student who needs a little help, a little clarification. We can just hand it over to him, and it's done.
It's done.
On his word. So thank you so much. And thank you for coming on the program. You're welcome.
And we have Assistant Dean Dr. Charles Olawale, Principal Consultant at Graffiti Consulting, Inc., and he's MFL Commissioner of Africa. We have Designate Dr. Deacon Patricia Page, Chaplain, who is CEO of Patricia's Inspirational Learning and Training Center, and also CEO of Patricia's House of Fashion. Assistant Dean Dr. Grace Ini Ekpenyong, Chaplain, who is founder of the Janet Foundation. Minister Psalmist Tracy Scott, Chaplain, CEO It's a Wrap Headdress and Accessories, and Admin Exec Inc., Damsel in Defense Independent Consultant. And we have our Mogul, Dr. Patrick Freeman, Chaplain, Chairman and CEO of Artesian Development, LLC, MFL owner, Rochester Chargers. We have our Reverend Dr. Lalithia Davis, Chaplain, who is CEO and founder of Dior to Live in Overflow. We have Dr. Alicia Eubanks Young, Chaplain, who is Director of Hope's House. We have Miss Kelsey Nicole Nelson, who is a sport reporter and college professor. We have Designate Dr. Jamie Dukes, Chaplain, who is founder and CEO of Pro IV, and he is an executive board member for the MFL. We have Dr. Zakia Kenyu, who is Tracy Lynn Beauty for the full women's and men's care line. And we have myself, and I also help with administrative work. I am Director, His Excellency Dakar Eubanks, Chaplain, and I'm the CEO of Dakar Marketing Tools. You are, I see over there admiring some of our products from the White House Oval Office virtual background to the GODSU ring.
That's right.
Over here, we have our branded jackets. Also in the background, we have the flags and the logos. We also do logo design as well. So you've been looking at some of our work. Dr. Hickman, as well as Dr. Freeman, were wearing GODSU jackets, and they also got pins. Those are also products we provide. And you can contact us. You can text us at 754-260-5157. You can visit our website, dakarmarketingtools.com, and you can send us an email at info@dakarmarketingtools.com. And you already know the moment you've been waiting for. We have, last but certainly not least, our Chancellor and the founder of the show, our GODSU Chancellor, the Right Honorable, Her Excellency, Reverend Dr. Diane Moore-Eubanks, JD Chaplain. So please take us away.
Well, I must say that you've done a fantastic show today, His Excellency Dakar, and you're moving and shaking. I gotta watch you. I may need to hit you up for a loan soon. You're doing so well. I want to just extend a thank you to yourself, to our wonderful Mogul, as well as our Vice Provost and all the top 20 volunteers that we had this past week. I want to extend, a special appreciation to all the GODSU leaders, our board members, our board advisors who are on top of everything, and just everyone who volunteers each week to increase our database by sending names, emails, phone numbers, and exactly what the person would like to do here at GODSU. And they send it every day of the week. We are so grateful for the opportunity to add more workers to GODSU and to build God's kingdom. That's what it's about. We're interfaith university. We have a Christian seminary, but we have an interfaith university where all are welcome. Our GODSU teach and pray that we have every single morning, Monday through Sunday. There are people who are agnostic. There are people who don't believe in God. There are people who are Jewish, Muslim, other religions, Buddhists, who say that we are the only Christian teach and pray only Christian program that they can bear to listen to, because we have a spirit of respect. We respect each other. And so thank you so much for you all for listening to this program. I am Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore-Eubanks, the Chief Servant Leader here at Global Over Day Seminary University. I'm also a executive board member for the Minor Football League, the MFL. Woohoo! And I am the first female to have ever acquired, paid for a professional football team here in the United States. And that is, of course, the Fort Lauderdale 49ers here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And we're so grateful for the head of the MFL, none other than the great Dr. Richard D. Miles, Senior Chaplain, who is an assistant dean here at GODSU, and he's bringing 32 of the MFL franchises, 16 here in the US. He's been doing this for 25 years and 16 in Africa. GODSU is made the ambassadors to ensure that we expand to Africa just as he would like us to do. I'm also the president for the New Future Foundation, Inc., the Jamaica chapter. We're under the auspices of Queen Mother Dr. Dolores Blakely, who's been in the UN. How many years this time, His Excellency Dakar? It's been what?
Over 50 years.
Over 50 years. She's been there in New York. And so we're in charge of the Jamaica chapter. I'm also the provost of our Global Bible Institute, our Christian seminary. We have courses every day, every week. We have courses that are live, and every single day, 24/7, we have courses that you do at your own pace. So coming up this Tuesday, we have courses. Coming up for the rest of the year, we have courses that are live, and we have courses every day. Please contact us. You can reach us at www.godsu.org. You can also reach us at 1-800-701-0954. You can also get all of our programs on all the major social media, whether it's Periscope, YouTube, Facebook. You can also find us on LinkedIn. We're all over. I'm also a senior vice president, for Invita Financial Network, where you can put in for your life insurance, you can put in for your retirement, your annuities. We can even show you how you can make the people in your family, have them to represent a whole bank where they can borrow money from themselves. So here at GODSU, we love you. We believe that we're one space, one race, human, one space,
earth,
and one embrace,
love.
So we love you. Please to listen below. We have some messages for you below. Don't miss it. And remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
We love you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Global Ovid Day Seminary and University GODSU is a 501c3 interfaith e-learning Global Florida Department of Education Commission of Independent Studies approved degree issuing religious institution of higher learning under Florida Statute 1005.061F in Miramar, Florida, a suburb of Fort Lauderdale suburbs. Our curricula include programs like our theology diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, which are designed for students called to the ministries of teaching and preaching. program enrollees include pastors, evangelists, missionaries, and laypersons. Our additional courses: Entrepreneurial Studies, premier self-development courses on wealth building. We also offer a mini course for youth, the Junior Ambassador Youth Public Speaking, to gain professional and personal skills. Chaplaincy Diploma, Love and Spiritual, Interfaith, and Christian programs. Chaplains are trained, certified leaders attached to either a religious and/or non-religious institution or organization. Cybersecurity IT courses. Our licensed instructor has a 95% pass rate compared to the 30% national average for CompTIA accredited courses, such as Security Plus and Network Plus. 40% of our alum who've gone through our prestigious GODSU honors programs have also previously matriculated through their earned doctorate programs. Our alum include physicians, ambassadors, statesmen and stateswomen, icons and billionaires, religious leaders, titans in business, global philanthropists such as Ambassador of Ghana to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Bafor A.J. Bewa, Ambassador of Nigeria to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Sylvanus Nusifor, Billionaire Builder and Dean, His Excellency Dr. Michael V. Roberts, former Maritime Minister, Government of Nigeria, Honorable Dr. Leke Olowale, President of Fraser Net and Fraser Nation and Power Networking Conference, Dean, His Excellency Dr. George Fraser. Our world-class and esteemed professors include Attorney Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore-Eubanks, PhD, Chancellor, Physician Dr. Eric Bizetsky, Clinical Health and Nutrition and GODSU Medical Expert, Physician Her Excellency Rhoda Makinde, PhD, Chief Medical Doctor, GODSU, Medical Missions, Dean Michael V. Roberts, JD, PhD, Dean of Entrepreneurship Studies, Dean George Fraser, PhD, Personal Development Studies, Dean Kyra Eubanks, Dean of Junior Ambassador, Professor Willis Eubanks, PhD, Dean of Cybersecurity Program, Professor Reverend Dr. Joseph Hickman, Associate Professor, Theology Program, Professor Imam Dr. Talib Sharif, Professor Interfaith Program and Chaplaincy, Professor Reverend Dr. William Blake, Theology Program Curriculum Development, Professor His Excellency Dakar, Ethical and Successful Marketing Techniques,